I think, oh, but that one would be different. Haven't we all told ourselves that before? This one will be different. I will use this one. I will use this every day. Who do you think you're talking to, Amelia? Smart. Good move. Didn't like it. Didn't enjoy that bag. Couldn't style it right. I'd bring this out in some fabulous styles, but no. This was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the 12 luxury handbags that I wouldn't buy again. All of these I have spent my money on at some point over the last 13 years of buying lots and lots of luxury handbags. I've bought them and they just haven't worked, and for some reason or another I wouldn't buy them again, and I'm going to share those bags with you today and all of my reasoning. But before I do, let me share with you the sponsor of this part of today's video, and I'm very excited about this because this is a new jewellery company that I have been introduced to, and they are OBY and they specialise in French romantic jewellery. What I love about this company and why when they reached out to me I was so intrigued is they produce lab-grown gemstones. Gemstones. If you watched my recent fine jewellery wish list video, you will know that it was peppered through with rubies. When I went on their website, I could have picked, no joke, multiple numbers of pieces to order from this company because they do beautiful coloured stones. They also do lab-grown diamonds, they also do pure gold, they also do they do pearls, they do moonstones, they do silver, they do a lot, but for me it was the gemstones. When I saw that they do ruby and sapphire and emerald, it was like a magpie being drawn to the website and to all of the beautiful pieces that they had to offer, and that's why I was like, yes please, let me try those. I would love to try them, and I have been trying them and I have been wearing them. So let me share with you first the bracelet and I will tell you a little bit about the company. But this is a beautiful tennis bracelet. Look at the details. They are moissanite, they are high grade stones, and I think they're beautiful. I have on these little ruby pave diamond huggy earrings. I started with something that I could wear on a daily basis. If you've watched my channel before, you know I get migraines. I can't wear larger earrings all the time, and because these have rubies in them, I want to be able to wear them on a daily basis. So they have ruby pave stones in them and I think they're beautiful, and I have one of those in each of my ears. And then this cuff I adore. Can you see the multicolour in that? It has gold at the back of it, but then it has a different coloured gemstone along. Let me take it off so you can actually see it, although I've been wearing it since I got it. Do you see these colours? There is a ruby, there is a green emerald, there is a sapphire, and there is gold. And I think this is absolutely stunning. Now, this company is committed to sustainability and to being environmentally friendly. Stop to put my cuff back on. But they produce beautiful, brilliant and sustainable lab-grown gems in a way that celebrates the natural beauty of women and also is committed to sustainability in the way they develop their products. They use ethical and sustainable products and also in the processes they use to make their jewellery, and they are committed to having in every piece of their jewellery a minimum of 75% recycled materials in the raw materials, as well as sourcing all of the materials used responsibly. The jewellery they produce is for every occasion. You could wear this from day to night, from every day to event. The pieces come in these boxes which are beautifully presented, their own jewellery box. Also this little pouch inside for keeping your jewellery in. So as you, would it be an Amelia video if I didn't drop something? No, it would. Now that I've picked it back up, it comes with the little OBY pouch, which is very soft. You could carry all of your jewellery in this when you're traveling. So for me, I think it's beautifully packaged, and as well as how fabulous their products are, when you can get these gems, rubies, emeralds, sapphires, colour. I am like a magpie to colour, so these just spoke to my soul and I absolutely love them. They have given me a discount code, which I'm going to link down below in the description box. You will get up to 25% off. Now that won't include the lab grown diamonds and the pure gold, but it will include everything that I'm wearing. It will include most of the things on their website, and it will give you fabulous discounts. But all of the details that you need, all of the links will be down below in the description box, and do check them out either if you're looking for something special to add to yourself or you're looking to gift something coming into the Christmas season. So I will leave all of those details down below in the description box. Check them out, and thank you to OBY for sponsoring this part of today's video. Number one of the bags that I would not buy again is the Chanel 19, and that hurts my soul to say that because I championed this bag. I loved this bag. I sang from the rafters about this bag because for me it was where Chanel beauty meets practicality, and that's not something that can be said of all Chanel bags. I still think it's a great bag. I still think it's a very practical bag, a very usable bag. It's still a very good length crossbody. It still makes an everyday bag. It's fabulous. Look at the colours on it. It adds something. Even wearing it with all black that I'm wearing today, having been to work, it just looks fabulous. So why would I not bag it again? I don't know. I've just kind of fallen out of love with the 19 shape. And I think it's because it's slightly bigger, although for bigger, I don't think the crossbody length is just perfect for me. I prefer to wear the sequence one up there, which is a different length. I prefer to wear the sequence. I think I've just fallen out of love with the Chanel 19 shape, and I never thought I would say that. I am pretty sure that I did a video before, and this was one of the bags I said I would never sell. Because it's a great bag. It is still a fabulous bag. It has held up so well, although I haven't used mine that often, but it's beautiful. I'm looking at it in the viewfinder and thinking I've lost my mind. But I've just fallen out of love with it, and I wouldn't buy another one, even though they bring them out in some fabulous colours. I think as well that it's a casual bag for me, and that's the only way that I would wear it. For being a casual bag, it can be quite heavy because it has all of these chains on it and it has a lot of hardware detail. That can pull on my shoulder a bit. There's other versions that I prefer to wear that I find easier to wear, lighter to wear. That's probably tying in with it because it is only for casual. In my view, I wouldn't wear this on a night out. But the Chanel 19 is the first bag that I have loved but wouldn't buy again. Number 2 is a bag that I had 3 of at one point. I had this one, I had a yellow epi, and I had the MM. I used to love the Vuitton Twist. It used to be one of my absolute favourite bags. I just loved that you could wear it crossbody. I loved that you could do things with the strap to make it different lengths. I loved the LV lock on it. I think this one, and I know I wouldn't buy one again because I haven't worn this twist bag in years. I've kept this one up until my recent vlog sale because of the sentimental value to it. I just felt I had so much attachment to this bag, and I'm a very sentimental person, but I hadn't worn it in years. And it's just, I think this one is just style evolving, and I don't think this is my style anymore. I think it sits out a little bit on me crossbody, and I don't love that anymore. I think I've just moved on from this style, I suppose, and with what I wear now and the styles that I wear, this bag just doesn't really fit me anymore, and that makes me sad because I loved it so much, but I wouldn't buy another twist because I know I haven't worn this in years, so what would be the point in buying another one? This bag is a beauty, and a lot of you thought I was absolutely mad for including this in the vlog sale, but it is the Dior, Lady Dior in the small size. I do have a mini, if you can see the sequenced one up there, which is the jungle scene. The mini works better for me. I still wear it mostly handheld, but I can put it on crossbody, and I don't hate it crossbody. When I wore this one crossbody, I never wore this one crossbody. I tried it on crossbody and I took it back off because I didn't like it. I just felt that it was a bit too big and a bit too bulky. But when I'm seeing it in the viewfinder against the black that I'm wearing, I'm instantly regretting the fact that it's in a vlog sale that I think's already gone live because it's beautiful. But the small size doesn't really work for me. For me, it's handheld only. I don't really carry it. I always lift a different bag. I don't wear handheld only bags that often. There's others that I was going to more and I preferred. This one kept sitting on the shelf. So the small size of the Dior, I have to just accept doesn't work for me. And although I'm sure they'll bring out other colours and versions that will tempt me, I'm not buying another small Lady Dior. Number 4 is a whole category of bags, and it is Louis Vuitton monogram crossbody bags. And the reason I'm not, Amelia. The reason that I'm not buying any more Louis Vuitton monogram crossbody bags is I keep going back to this. And I know the Petite Malle is not meant to be that functional. I know that it's meant to be more for occasion. And I know a lot of people wouldn't wear this as a crossbody bag, but I love this so much that anytime I go to wear any type of monogram crossbody bag, I come back to this. And I haven't worn the Papillon trunk hardly because of this. I didn't really wear the Nano Speedy. I didn't really wear the Palm Springs Mini. The camera bag kind of tests me because I really like it, but I keep coming back to this. And the reason why I won't buy any more crossbody plain monogram bags, if it had something on it, something different, that might be enough to get me past this. But the reason I won't buy any more is they don't get past this. And even though I could buy them and line them up in here, I'm still going to go for this every time I have that choice to make. Number 5, I don't have anymore, and it is jumbo-sized Chanel bags. I bought the pink denim Chanel bag in a fabulous colour. Absolutely loved it. And it was just too big. When I wore it, I thought it looked disproportionate to me. It was too long. When I put the clips in it to make the chain sit better, I didn't like it. I still thought it was too big. Had that bag been the size of the sequins Chanel, which is basically a bit like the classic flap in the medium, had the denim version been that size, I wouldn't have sold it. Had it been that strap length and that size, I definitely wouldn't have sold it. The only reason I sold it was because as much as I loved the bag, it was just too big. And then I didn't enjoy wearing it because I felt like it was too big and I didn't like it when I put it with things and it all became a bit of a thing. And I ended up selling it to Meredith, and Meredith loves it and it lives very happily over there with my great friend. But for me, even when they're really cool at that size and I'm tempted by them because of the design or the sequence, this one I wouldn't buy until I could try to make sure it wasn't that big. I have to get over how much I'm tempted by how fabulous the version is by the size, because the size just doesn't work. Number 6 is the Louis Vuitton look bag. Now they bring this out in some really cool versions and tempt me and test me. But I had the black and white version and I have a whole video on it. And if you're thinking about one of these bags, watch that review video. It's very, very annoying. It's a very annoying bag to use. I found the shape of it very annoying. As much as I thought it looked cool and edgy, I loved it with a black leather jacket. I loved the shape of it. See, getting in and out of it with that curved zip, oh my goodness, it did me in. It really drove me crazy. And as much as there's some of them that come out and tempt me and I love the style of it and I think, ooh, but that one would be different. Haven't we all told ourselves that before? This one will be different. I will use this one. I will use this every day. Who do you think you're talking to, Amelia? That's why I'm not buying another look bag. Number 7, the Chanel Gabrielle. I had to have this bag. I had to have it in the burgundy and I had to convince Chanel to let me spend the extra £1,000 or whatever it was because I wanted the big tacky strap that said Chanel on it. Smart. Good move. Didn't like it. Didn't enjoy that bag. Couldn't style it right. Couldn't get it to sit the way I wanted it to sit. All those chains should have made it easier to make it sit and style. For me, it made it harder. Couldn't get it the way it wanted to be. Drove me nuts. Didn't like it. Sold it. Will never buy another Chanel Gabrielle. Occasionally, I see them in really cool colours and I have to remind myself, no, doesn't work. Forget the colour because I'm drawn to colour. Forget the colour and buy a bag in a style that colour that you're actually going to wear. Number 8 is the Chanel Deauville, and again they bring this out in some fabulous styles, but no, this was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. When I bought the Chanel Deauville in the beautiful pink colour with the gold tweed through it and the gold string, it looks fabulous. Never wore it, didn't like it. It came home, tried it on, and I wear the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the GM, which is humongous. But for some reason in that size, the Deauville, I just didn't like it. It didn't work and it was too light for me. The colour, because I was wearing it to work or thinking about wearing it to work, I thought about it, never actually did it. That should have been a sign. Just no, I won't buy another one because I know I don't use them. I know it's not going to work. It's too big, it's too boxy. Even though I wear the Neverfull, I hear it. But for some reason in the Deauville, it just didn't work. And regardless how fabulous the versions they bring of this out are, I really liked the leather one that Meredith had with the multicolour Chanel on it. No, not doing it because I know I like to look at it, but I won't actually use it. And then the minute I got that other one home, I thought, what have I done? I knew right away it was a mistake. Didn't like it. Didn't like it, not buying another one. Number 9 is a camera bag. I had the Chanel camera bag with the charms on it and I loved the charms. The reason I bought the bag was because of the charms. What I actually wanted was either the mini flap or the reissue, the bigger reissue with the charms all over it. Those be very expensive and very hard to find. So when the camera bag came up at a slightly more acceptable price, but it still had the charms on it, I bought it because I loved the charms. And it was only when I had it that I realised the camera bag style doesn't really work for me. The way the straps or the chains are attached to the side of the camera bag, it would spin. And I didn't like the way it sat. And I didn't use it. I used it a couple of times. I used it whenever I wanted to just look at the charms really, but I didn't like the style of the bag. So I now remind myself when any camera bag comes up, don't do it because it doesn't work. Number 10 is a Louis Vuitton Capucines in the BB size. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I will not buying another Capucines in the mini size, which is this one. There's 3 back here to choose from to show you. This is the mini Capucines. Love it. Not the most practical bag. Little bit difficult to use. Bit annoying. Have a whole video on that. But I still love it. The beauty of the bag gets over for me how annoying it is. The BB though, much easier to use as a hand carry. But I just don't have the occasion to use it that much. I don't hand carry the bag that much. I don't carry a bag this size that much. This one is spectacular, so it would be very difficult for one to be as spectacular as this. I don't really like it crossbody, it's too big. And I know that if I bought another BB, because sometimes I see them and the colours are fabulous, or they bring out other arty Capucines, if I could speak, like this one, and I'm drawn to it. But I know I won't really use it, and that's what stops me actually buying more of them, because as much as they're stunning at this size, I have limited use for them. And I need to not buy anymore. And you can hear my voice convincing myself as I talk in this video that I will not buy another Louis Vuitton Capucines in the BB size. Number 11 is the Chanel boy bag. Sometimes this comes up in a really beautiful maroony burgundy colour with a pink through it. It's almost like a pinky burgundy colour, and it has gold hardware. And it's beautiful. And I get very tempted to buy it because I love the colour. But then I remember that the boy bag drove me nuts. I didn't like the clasp on it. The chain I found difficult to use. It moved around. It didn't sit where it was meant to sit. My hair got caught in it. I did have a version with a top handle, so I loved the version that I had. It was the first ever Chanel bag I bought, which is an unusual first Chanel bag to buy. Most people will buy a classic flap or a mini. No, I bought the boy. And then I sold the boy because it just didn't really work. I didn't really like wearing it. I didn't really enjoy wearing it. It's quite heavy. It's quite boxy. And as much as that particular version does tempt me sometimes, I will not buy another Chanel boy bag. And lastly, number 12 is an expensive bucket bag. This shape doesn't work for me. I had a Chanel one which was beautiful. It was like jewellery on the chain. It was the most stunning bucket bag I've ever seen. And I still didn't use it. Being that stunning, still didn't use it because I don't really like the shape. I also had the Fendi Montrezor in the mini size, I think. Didn't use that either. It's just that bucket bag shape doesn't work. If I wanted another bucket bag, although I don't know why, but I've just said out loud, it doesn't work, but my brain sometimes is a bit crazy. If I did, I would have to go high street, because for me, that style of bag, I just don't love and enjoy, and I am not going to spend another fortune by Fendi money, Louis Vuitton money, Chanel money on a bucket bag that is a style that I know doesn't work for me and sits in here and needs to be sold on. And that's just very, very silly and bad money management, as I said out loud. So a bucket bag is another bag that I won't buy again because it just doesn't work. These are the 12 luxury handbags that I have had in my collection and I will not buy again. What do you think of these? What are the bags that you absolutely will not buy again, that you've had, tried and tested and didn't work? Let me know in the comment box. And thank you so much to OBY Jewellery for sponsoring the first part of the video. I will leave all of the links down below in the description box. I will leave the discount code. Fabulous lab grown gems. I still can't get over that you can get the rubies, and if it's sapphires or rubies or emerald that you love, for me it's definitely the rubies, at these affordable prices, and they're sustainable and they're environmentally friendly, and there are lots of good things about this company. So I'm going to leave all of those details down below in the description box so as you can go and check them out. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for always watching me. If you enjoyed this in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.